The timer. It ran out. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, everybody who just subbed. Let me look you. Let's see. Thank you, Sun. Thank you, Danny. I feel like Sun showed up 2 times, and Danny. Oh my goodness, we got 43 months and 36 months. 36 is 36 a multiple of 9. How many babies do we have, Sun? Also, there's a hype train. We're 62% to the first level, which means that if we get more biddies or subs, 100 bits and or a sub or a gifted sub means that you get to have a special emote if you don't have all of them already. But anyway, how is everybody? Does this mean we're doing Donnie Darko for movie night? We did Donnie Darko for movie night. Donnie Darko for movie night is over, unfortunately. It happened last week. We're not doing movie night tonight. Luckily, I did cancel my Halloween plans. But I don't think I'm going to be watching any movies here tonight. I think I'm just mostly going to be moving my new roommates in. That's mostly what I'm going to be doing. Hello. I thought we were having a Halloween special. I think that Luna might have primed you for this. You're so tired today. You're not up for dealing with Halloween kids today. I'm so sorry, son. Do you just turn your thing off? We were considering. I know that Luna has been telling us. That's one you missed, but you could watch it. You could watch Donnie Darko tonight. Yeah, we watched it last week. And for the people who hadn't seen it before, there were, oh my goodness, Danny, what the heck? Thank you so much. Thank you. You did turn them off. You had to take Trixie to the vet, so you turned them off while we were out. You just didn't turn them back on. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you so much, Danny. Oh my goodness. So we made level 2 is complete. We're up to a level 3, baby, because Danny gave 5 freaking subs. I miss you as well. And I love you as well. And I miss you so much. Yeah, it's been it's been a week for Danny and I. For both Danny and I, we've had a week. Danny, of course, the dog has come to a close, so F's in the chat. For our beloved baby, our beloved Raper, I'm gonna put an F in the chat. Sorry if this is unserious, if this sounds unserious right now, but you know me, I can't be serious. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to be serious about things. That's not true. I did cry last stream. But yes, F with a hard eyes monkey. That's what I want in a live stream next to my funeral. That's what I want, everybody. Oh my goodness, thank you, Painting Polish. Thank you.
Painting Polish cheered X100.
I can see the hype train just showed me like a little like, ooh, the unlockable emotes. There's this like weird rotating duck, which is honestly what I hope to achieve is the weird rotating duck. Let me know if the music is too intense for everybody. I decided to put on an old favorite, White Bat Audio. And I stopped listening to this old favorite White Bat Audio because I had people say it was too intense for them. But I was like, it's Halloween, so maybe it's okay if it's a little too intense. I'm gonna turn down on the main frame. There, is that better? Is that better for everybody? The music down? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was supposed to have. Now it's a little too quiet. Danny, make up your damn mind. Okay, I'm put it up a little bit. How's that sound? Is that, well, now it's also, the song is changing. The song, I think, is changing to maybe not. Maybe it's not changing to another song. Is this forever wishy-washy? If you were doing Halloween, you would put a light bulb speaker outside playing White Bat Audio. You'd be like, there, this is royalty free. You can't touch me. You can't freaking touch me. I'm shaking this orange bottle of polish like I'm actually going to use it. And I'm not going to use it because we're doing Donnie Darko nails. But before we do Donnie Darko nails, maybe I should update the titles. I'm also going to be swatching some PPU. PPU swatching, please. Plus. PPU swatching. Yes, we're going to swatch some PPU. Excellent. You did that last year. People were confused where the music was coming from, since it's also a light bulb. I love that. I love like confusing. The spooky hoes have lasted all damn week. All damn week. I did repair a bit of tip damage. There was literally just the tip. Literally just the tip was damaged, so I did do a little bit of recovery on that. Let me focus the camera. Wouldn't we love it if so? Just say goodbye to our precious hose until next Halloween. And they went out because my Halloween plans are canceled tonight. But I did throw a very large Halloween party for about 400 people on last Sunday because it was our rally and we did a Halloween themed rally. And it was really, really awesome. I dressed up as an anglerfish and there's a picture I want to show you, but I really want to like censor it before I like show it on this large of a format where anybody could see it at any time. So let me just really quickly run to the edit screen. And I'm gonna edit out my little friend is what I'm gonna do. I don't want to AI. I don't want to AI. I just want to take a marker and I want to scratch out her eyes. There. Because generally, I'm gonna make this into a really shitty heart. Generally, you don't post pictures of people at a protest unless they want you to. So there we go. I'm gonna save this as a copy. Save. Okay, there we go. And then I can show you this image. I showed it in the Discord. Is what I did. Tortilla jumped at your leg, and it's so nice having her nails trimmed. I know that feel. You're like, I can finally enjoy this cat in my lap. Anyway, I dressed up as an anglerfish, and this actually doesn't show off my costume incredibly well because I do have these two big, like, eye lights. Like, they're push lights, where somebody did come up and push one on, which was very, very funny. They're a friend of mine. By the way, when I die, turn me into a seasonal haunted house. This was in my garage, and it finally got cleaned, and so now I'm wearing it. Wait, what'd you get? What'd you get? What is this? What is the thing that you got? Anyway, this is my friend, and she used to be a child. Now she's not. I guess you can say it about everybody, but she just turned 18. Anyway, it's just, you know, I never know people who are under 18. So I feel like it's like something I have to talk about. I'm like, you see that person? I knew them when they were a child. But they're not a child anymore. And then I got to the rally and they were like, can I get in your mouth? And then I was like, yes. And then like at the end of the rally, their mom was like, get into Stephanie's mouth. I'm taking a picture. So anyway, this is me eating my friend. She is Squirrel Girl is what she's dressed as. Anyway, you guys have a blanket on hand for Maple. I should always have a blanket on hand, honestly. Let me look at what this emote is. Let me like open Twitch and look at what this emote is. It's Luigi, isn't it? Is it Luigi? No, it's something else. Is it not Luigi? This could be Luigi. This could be Luigi, but you playing. It was done by Lumpy Touch. But we could pretend it's Luigi. We could pretend it's America's boyfriend, Luigi. You only like cute emotes. I wanted that duck. Anyway, so let me grab my PPU. I don't know where my PPU is. There we go. A little soldier dodging. They're firing their lasers. I got more restoration drops. And I actually bought these little eyedropper bottles, and I'm going to start filling little eyedropper bottles with nail polish thinner, because I meet so many people who are like, I had to throw away my nail polish because it got too lumpy and too thick. And I'm like, no, you didn't. And then I meet other people who are like, my nail polish got too lumpy and thick. And so I put acetone in it to thin it. And then I'm like, no, you didn't. It's like a different intonation, but the same thing. And so I need to help the people. If there's anything that I'm here to do in this world, it is to help my fellow man and woman and thems and them all. Is who I'm here to help. And y'all, I would say y'all need Jesus, but mostly y'all need nail polish thinner. Cute emotes. Oh, thank you for putting Shepherd in there. Thank you. My so I have a little tag. It's actually a pretty large tag on both of my cat's carriers that are the emotes with their names on them. And my vet saw my one for Shepherd and then for Neko in quick succession and was like, who is this artist? I want to get some of these. So hopefully Felix has been getting some requests from my vet. Who knows? Put them on a jack-o'-lantern because it's so effing scary. Oh, you mean putting acetone into your nail polish? That'd be really funny. That would be like such like people would be like, what is happening here? We're gonna try on some nail polishes, but I guess first I should like, I guess I should remove my nail polish. On this hand was Cyber Goth Dance Party, but I did not put enough top coat on it. And then I went through my life. I lived my life and it got really chipped off. It got so freaking chipped off. You also want these too. Okay, so I have Psychedelic Glow by Cuticula. We love Cuticula. We love a psychedelic experience. We just got over Psychtember and now it's the end of October. And honestly, I'm ready for Psychvember. But no, for November, for movie nights, we are watching stuff that we have not gotten around to watch that we should be watching. And I know we're going to have one movie night that's going to be a double feature of, it's going to be, hold on, the brain, it's processing. It's going to be The Mummy and Hot Fuzz is going to be the double feature. Anyway, I also got Movement and Depth by Watcha. I'm going to be swatching the second because this is going to be an accent polish for the Donnie Darko Manny. I think it works so well. Partially the reason I chose Donnie Darko for today's Manny is because I thought that this would go really well. The majority of the Manny is just going to be, well, actually I'm going to be using Colores de Carol, what is it, Possessed, as the base, I think, for the Manny. And then I think my thumb and my ring finger are going to be this Watcha polish. Optical illusions are kind of like, I mean, it's more hallucinations, but are kind of like a theme in Donnie Darko as well. You saw a movie you should have seen already last night, Predator. You liked it. I've never seen Predator. Yes, putting acetone in polish. I feel so bad because I've had a number of times in my life where people who I like or love even have been like, oh, I just put some acetone in it, so hopefully that will, and I've had to be like, and they're like, oh, is that bad? And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. But yes, it's bad. Danny, so I was watching this really great video that was this group of guys and they were playing, they had a tabletop game where they made all these different like versions of freaking, what's his name? Of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it was like various Arnold Schwarzeneggers versus Predator. It was Schwarzeneggers versus Predator. You murdered your polish, it bad, exactly. And like I said it, I was talking to one person about it. I remember who it was. But they were like, wouldn't that actually like break your polish down? And I'm like, 10 out of 10, you got it. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. You're the only person who gets it. You're the only one who gets it. I don't remember who it was, but that person, they got it. They actually got it. And I was so proud of them. I need, I wanted to say, because I said frickin', my desire was then to say frickin' laser beams attached to their forehead because suddenly I'm Austin Powers pilled. But no, I need freaking cotton rounds, or I guess cotton flats. I have cotton flats. I've got these cotton flats. So I'll just use these to remove my polish. Let's see how they do. Yes, it is very bad. Suddenly I'm dizzy and I do not know why. But yeah, we had a lovely Halloween, pre-Halloween rally. My only regret is that I forgot to, I didn't like plan out the order to which the songs would play on the playlist. And so I had Thriller on the playlist. And then I forgot to like make sure it actually played. Sorry, I'm looking for a clip around here because my camera's bouncy as hell, and I want to like clip it to its little stand. Anyway, the point is though, is that I meant to put Thriller sometime where it made sense. Spooky, exactly. And instead it played like as we were packing up, and then I got a talking to from some people like, hey, that should have played first. And I was like, well, I didn't want to play it first because people were still arriving, and then by the middle I was doing other stuff, and then it was over, and now it's playing, and I didn't even know if I should play Thriller because Michael Jackson's problematic. But the good thing about Michael Jackson, hear me out, the good thing about Michael Jackson is that he's hella dead. He's not hurting anybody else. That man is so dead. He's like deceased, you know? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I know this is like big news, big brain news. How are you, Lacquerdactyl? Hello, hello. I'm just chilling here. Yes, thank you. That's a big thing you got to remember. When you hear Michael Jackson's music and you're like, I don't think this should be playing. Which, honestly, that man has somehow, I think because, like, I think it's because, A, he had such a huge fan base. Like, such a huge fan base. And B, he won his initial court scenario against that one kid, or the kid against him. And then everything came out other than that after he died. I think that's why he has gotten away. How he has, like, you know, not gotten, I mean, yes, gotten away, but how that's happened. You have a cat on each leg. I'm so proud of you. It's Friday, you dudes. Ah! Sorry, it's that video. It's Wednesday, my dudes. By Wednesday, I mean Friday. But yeah. I was saying something before I got, like, so deep into something. I was like, there was something I wanted to come back to, but I fear it's gone now. My nails are looking like they're in lovely shape, though. Something about having oval nails, like, it keeps them looking good. You got distracted and looked at the Cuticular website, and that was a bad idea. That's a horrible idea. I try to never look at any nail polish websites ever, except for PPU once a month, because I have to. Which, by the way, Sunday. It is PPU bingo on Sunday. It's me and Danny. We're gonna PPU bingo it up, and you're gonna be there, whether you like it or not. Anyway. I'm excited to remove the other side of my hand. Remove the whole hand. You're good, you had a weird date Wednesday. You have a different date tonight. Tonight doesn't work, you shall go back to your cave for 30 millennia. Good luck. I'll spare you the bad joke I was thinking, but I'm sure you know where it was going. You and me, both of us together, Danny, together. But yeah, I'm not planning on playing a movie tonight, but I might change my mind, but I don't know. Like I said, we have a lot of roommates moving in. We built me a she shed. We built me a she shed. Jokey mommy, I was just gonna say don't get murdered. Since I know. Since I know how your dates have gone in the past. TLDR, Lacquerdactyl got murdered once. He got better, but you know. A she shed by the seashore. Exactly. No, so people are moving into one of our bedrooms, and it has an ensuite bathroom. And yeah. See, I told you I had a joke. I had a joke for your date. That's a good joke to say for any time Lacquerdactyl goes on a date. Anyway, so somebody is moving into a bedroom that we have with an ensuite. The ensuite used to contain my resin printing supplies and my resin printer and the tent that the resin printer lives in. So she shed like a bearded dragon. You're so right. I am just like a bearded dragon. I she shed. I bask under my lamp. I only vaguely remember any given person. I want people to like see more of what I'm doing. Yeah, but I know you do. I saw your shed. I saw your shed on Instagram. I shared your shedding. I shared it. By the way, I'm going to be taking this nail polish off with acetone and not peely base because actually, well, one thing, it was peeling just fine itself. But B, I'm not a quitter, like so many of you in the audience who are like, I will not soak off my glitter. Sorry, I had to call you all out. And am I scrubbing today? Yeah, I'm scrubbing, but that's just because I'm a real one. I don't know why I'm just insulting everybody. I'm like, would you like to be alienated by me today? Would you like that from me today? Chat loves a little bit of abuse. Do you want alienation? Is that on your bingo card for the day? I used my bingo skills to run a protest bingo, but it was all whatchamacallit, it was all the honor system. You just had to go do stuff and then you marked it off for yourself. My friend who got the picture inside my mouth, she, as far as I'm aware, is the only one who got blackout. But we did have a special gift for those who got blackout. We have all have a degradation kink. It's part of the chat culture. It's so true though. It's so true. Both a degradation and praise kink. I also have both of those things, I guess. I don't know. Do I have a praise kink? Real talk right now. By the way, I did post that about this. I did post in another group about this stream for the first time. So if you are coming from that place to this place, hi. A, and B, you clicked a thing that said you're okay with mature sexual content talk. And that's going to be happening. It's the Wombo combo and you can't get enough. I believe you. This is what I get. This is what I get for talking shit to chat. I gotta scrub the glitter off. Sometimes you talk shit to the chat and you gotta scrub off the glitter. And it just is that way. That's just how Nail God works. I deleted everything in my downloads folder on my computer, which opened up like approximately 100 gigabytes of drive space. Consensual non-consent. You like to pretend to be shocked. Surprised Pikachu. Exactly. That's CNC, consensual non-consent, is definitely surprised Pikachu face sex. So if you think it's fucked up, like, just remember, it's just surprised Pikachu face. And also, it's consensual. And it's none of your damn business. None of your damn business. All right. We're scrubbing this off. But see, well, this polish, I don't really have anything to say about it because it came off before I was ready for it to come off too. I was really excited on Sunday to show people my nail polish and be like, this is based off of this thing that you've probably never heard of. But then I felt lame every time I did it because it was already like chipping. And I was like, this is lame. And then I was trying to tell somebody about it because I thought they'd appreciate it. But they had something else on their mind, which was actually a very serious issue. And so I felt like a total asshole, like immediately after doing it. I was like, oh, you have there's a serious conversation happening right now. I'm great at having serious conversations in my anglerfish costume. That's the one problem with me as like an organizer is that as I said in the beginning of the stream, I can't be serious. So sometimes there's things I just can't do because I can't fucking be serious. But I did live out some dreams. I did work Pokemon Go to the polls into a speech. It was well received. Waiting on Ackley to jump in. We've said all the trigger words to summon him. Where is he? Where is he? Hopefully he wasn't captured by a naked man in his backyard. I'm always worried about that. Ever since the last time. Ever since the last time. All right. The nails, they are bare. I'm not going to do my thumb for this first one, but let's go in with the cuticula. I might use this on my other hand. My other hand. Probably working. Work, bitch. I say to Aculid. Probably teaching the children. Probably teaching the children who are our future about the wonders of music. Hello, Melissa. You didn't think you'd be mad about that, TBH, about being kidnapped by the naked man in his backyard? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. The thing about Jeremy, you gotta understand, is he's a married man. So it really depends on which naked man in the backyard. Better the naked man you know than the naked man you don't. That's what I always say. You may quote me on that. There is some stuff still on this nail, but there's going to be a lot of flakies on it soon, so I think I'm just going to, like, let it go. I'm so excited for this Watcha polish. BT dubs. I will be swatching the Watcha on my thumb. We all know they're unreachable. They've learn 6 through 7 and it's over. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get anything. At our Halloween rally, we had a Linda and Bob Belcher. They did not have their children, which I was very sad about. And they also did not win the costume contest, which I was minorly sad about. The costume contest was kind of wackadoodle though. Because I was measuring it, and I was measuring it by claps, and I did not remember how the claps went. So I had to, like, call somebody up from the audience to, like, remember the claps. And I felt so bad. I'm like, I wish there was a fairer way to, like, judge this. So hopefully we will not be doing this next year. Hopefully everything will be fixed next year. Racism, nationalism, white nationalism, transphobia, homophobia, misogyny, it'll all be done. Next year, it'll be finished. We will end it. But I don't think that's true. I have a feeling we are going to be here next year. Because even, like, I don't know if my weekly rally is going to go on after, say, like, the president, like, becomes the next president. Like, I know it'll continue for at least a while. If, God forbid, something should happen to this one before the end of the term. But I don't know, like, say if we elect a more aligned president, how much longer we'll be doing this for. But, like, I would like to, like, especially with who I assume is going to become president next, which is Gavin Newsom, sadly. And I talk about this a lot. Don't get me wrong. I am so freaking, hello, Holly. I'm so freaking grateful to Gavin Newsom for everything he's doing to antagonize Trump and everything he is doing to save California from Trump. Don't get me wrong. And also, fuck Gavin Newsom. Vote for him if he wins the primary, but try not to vote for him for the primary. Because he sucks. He sucks a lot. And we're just gonna have more of the same, and more of the same, just kind of like tiptoeing right that we've had for, like, I don't know, the past 4 decades. So try to get somebody else into the White House. There you go. That's one of my soapboxes for the day. But yeah, if that happens, I would like to continue being an activist and pushing for change and holding people accountable. But I don't know if we're gonna have another massive Halloween party rally. We'll see though. If we do though, I have plans. I have plans if we do. Anyway, what is everybody doing for Halloween, A? And B, what is everybody dressing as for Halloween? Do we have, so like, I dressed as an anglerfish today. I actually was supposed to have a Halloween party and I canceled it. I think I mentioned that. I canceled my Halloween party because life has just been too much for me recently. And I was like, I have so much to do. I cannot be hosting a Halloween party tonight. And so I don't know what I'm gonna really do for Halloween, depending on like how the night goes. There's a few different options. There's a good chance we're gonna mostly just be like moving stuff, moving things into other places. I might be setting up my resin printer tent in my she shed. We'll see. AOC or Crockett would be good. Yes. Who doesn't suck though? Yeah, you know, the thing is that to run for president, it's hard to not suck. You know what I mean? You're having the light off means no one shows up trick-or-treating, and I'm wearing a t-shirt that says, "This is my Halloween costume." You told your coworker I failed your costume. You dressed as someone excited to be at work with you today. Amazing. You're making cookies and watching a movie. You're not doing candy this year. Because we're not having a movie night, I'm gonna have to finally watch your husband's favorite movie, Alien. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna see, here's the thing, is that Sigourney Weaver's in that, and she's really sexy, and she's playing a part that was originally written for Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, just, you know, be happy you're with Sigourney, and imagining she's, like, slapping you across the face with, poison nail polish. You know? When I'm having a rough day, when I'm really low, when I'm at the lowest of the low, I like to imagine Sigourney Weaver slapping me across the face. And then everything's just better, you know? Everything's just better. Alien is good, though. We've been watching the new Alien Earth, and it's pretty good. I should watch that. Okay, this polish definitely needs a third layer. I'm going to shake up the bottle a bit. Much sheerer than I was expecting. Took the day off work to watch horror movies and have your own little spooky day. You haven't done any of that, though. While you're watching me, you're having a spooky day with me. And what's spookier than me? I did consider dressing up as Brahmsy today. I did consider it, and I decided not to. Because, like I said, I just want a chill fucking day. I just wanted to not have anything to do or plan for. Thank you, Painting Polish. People around me in IRL are slowly kind of learning. They're slowly learning about the boy and about my desires. slowly learning and understanding. Maybe not understanding. One person understood. I recommended the boy to one person, and then I mentioned that after they watched it, I mentioned that I had a fanfic, but that it was, you know, dirty. And they were like, okay, good. Because I was going to say, it's kind of a hear me out. And I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely. And if I have my way, no one will ever stop hearing me out. I'm a kitty cat. Exactly. So true. Seb, I have to explain the wall boy to a new person in your stream yesterday. You turned me to a missionary somehow. Oh my God. I want to, hold on. Can we watch this together? Can we go? Do you dual stream onto YouTube, Danny? Do you dual stream onto YouTube? Hold on. Because I'd rather watch your stream on YouTube. You do. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go to Danny Shout. Do you remember around when you did it? Around when in the stream you did it? I want to watch this. I want to watch this. Okay, hold on. Let's turn the music down or off. All right.
Everyone should get to eat. Odd view.
Did you say everyone should get to eat? I agree. You're so woke, Danny.
Easy. To get to the inspo, you can.
It's
yeah.
so true.
And I make it in this like.
All right, I'm gonna
big
see.
mason jar. Never. Well, it's almost shatters on the countertop. It hurts so bad. Yes, I saved.
Wait, can I go to your chat? Can I see your chat?
Y'all,
see live chat replay. Can I search this?
It's a little ridiculous how far I will go for a peely.
Hold on. Woke as a fuck, comrade. Exactly.
And my nails.
You don't know what the wall boy is yet.
This has been a rough.
Well,
month.
let's see if Danny can. Let's see if Danny can explain it to you.
Been putting them through the loop.
All right, we're gonna continue on Danny.
I'm healing up pretty good. I've walked around.
And I'm gonna like
post my. But yeah.
Okay, the chat's going slow. So I think we can.
In a regular base coat. You. You're standing really bad about it, but are why you would want to do that? That's let's go. They're having that night and right. Yeah, since I don't paint my right hand very often.
A fellow Stephanie in your audience. Okay.
I usually use foot in like the. But the first thing you.
I see Lori.
And we went so. I could use a good crying so and gets to go to work. Fight of yeah, breathing. Yeah, she.
We're trying. We're getting there.
Actually, this from Polished for Days.
Oh wait, scares are cool. Wait, hold on.
And yeah.
All right. We're going. Forgive me as we slowly make our way through.
With the glow in the dark top between.
I'm guessing it came in towards the end.
There's a lot of debate from the
50 minutes. Oh, we're almost there.
How that is a problem. You could tell from the. Oh, that's right. The encrypted series, like creatures live in our world, but most people don't. Not modern fantasy, but like where it's romantasies. I should be more specific. Those are fun, but like there's a specific word for it.
Should we start? We can watch the movie together.
Is it
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to having a boys' night.
Nope, absolutely can't remember. Anyway, I'll think.
But I don't know what my house is up to today.
Bed, be like, oh, that. Mainly scenes I have to recover from the cringe. Yes, Raoul is around. I don't have the wall boy attraction. You'll have to talk like overall. He's not creeping around in walls. Scenes I have to recover from the cringe.
Okay.
Yes, Raoul deserves better. Raoul has his problems, but like overall, he's not creeping around in walls.
You're talking about Phantom. Makes sense.
I don't
Makes
have
sense.
the wall boy attraction. You'll have to talk to Steph about that. Try to understand that. All right. Let me grab some stamps.
I was gonna say you are not into wall boys. That was Sun. Yes. Are you looking for the skin? This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
All right. Let's start with our ghouls.
I'm waiting for you to explain it to somebody.
My own camera. There we go. Yeah, I'm not into the wall boys. I'm not. I never quite got that.
How dare you? It's okay. More wall boys
They're
for
not
me.
too steamy. I like steamy, but
my milkshake brings all the boys to the walls.
Less steam and more steam.
They're like
flexible in the steam.
Take care of my doll.
October Day has a bit of steam, slow build up. That's always fun. A good slow burn that has a good
Remember my walls boy free Kazachi, the traitor.
And just like hint at it. I'm like, stop it. That's a crime. Oh my gosh. Yes.
It was another Stephanie who asked.
Polished Mess, you're speaking my thoughts exactly. Stop being weird. Alright, Stephanie. So we have this friend, also named Stephanie, who got really obsessed with The Boy 2016, a horror movie where there's a man living in the wall. So we call him the Wall Boy. and she made us all watch it. And you know what? It wasn't a bad movie, and I watched it twice even with her. But it's just not my preferred method of meeting men. I just, you know.
All right.
There's our goo.
I want to see what Stephanie says about this. I want to see what other Stephanie says about this. Stephanie Gray, if you're in the audience right now, speak up.
I wonder if it'll fit on the pinky.
Have you watched The Boy?
Is pretty darn cute.
To the windows, to the wall boy.
But I was thinking also maybe just some of these.
To the sweat, drop down my wall boy. I don't know. He is pretty sweaty. The wall boy's pretty sweaty.
It's a bad movie. It's like super good. Yeah, I feel the same way, son. It's like, it wasn't a bad movie. It just didn't make me. It didn't bring up feelings of desire.
It didn't bring up feelings of desire.
I've seen The Boy twice, and I feel like that's enough. Personally.
Well, if we watch a movie tonight, you're going to see it 3 times.
There's a couple movies we've rewatched with Steph, because she loves them so much. Suspiria. Although the first time I watched it, I don't think I was busy or something, so I wasn't paying that much attention.
I'm just like chill. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. It's a lore. It goes deep in our community. The love for the wall boy.
All right. We don't need to watch Danny explain the wall boy anymore. Although it is lovely. Thank you for explaining to the new people among us about the wall boy. Let me turn the music back on. Hopefully Stephanie too, Electric Boogaloo, will come visit us someday. Is the boy hot or just the concept? He is hot but very dirty. It's, here's the thing. Let me turn the regular music back on. Here's the thing. Let me turn the music down for y'all, by the way. Wait, what? I want it to be down. Oh, never mind. Maybe actually I need it up. It was up here earlier. Streaming the boy will continue until morale sexual attraction improves. It does go deep. Okay, let me tell you the story while I put the freaking top coat on this, because I finished doing this swatch. So the first time I saw the boy, I was like, whoa, that was crazy. Cause it is, if you, yeah, like literally like Dusty, he's been in the wall of like a Victorian manor. Like he's been living in the wall of a Victorian manor. He's kind of like that. Like, if you've been like climbing around inside the walls of a Victorian manor and you got all sweaty and you were in the walls of a Victorian manor and there was dust there because it's a Victorian manor, that's kind of like how he is. Look, if you read the literature, by which I mean, if you read my fanfic, there's a shower. There's a shower and even toothpaste if you read my fanfic. Because the thing is, he has a place. I don't think, we don't talk about Wallboy. Exactly. Thank you, Selena. Thank you so much for your resub. Yeah, you know what that's like. Everybody's been around a Wallboy in the walls of a Victorian manor. Like, this is like kid stuff. Like, everybody knows a wall boy. If you don't know the wall boy, you're the wall boy. I'm sorry. It's you. He honestly don't mind a sweaty man, but he's real lit on him. I'm throwing up. Look. If you read the literature of my fully canonical fanfic, but look, I do write it to be canon compliant. My fanfic is not 100%, like, it's not, I expand upon things. I make the story bigger, but nothing in my fanfic is disproven by the movie. And that's important to me. But the point is that he does have a little apartment, and that is in the movie canonical, where he has a stove and a microwave and a fridge, and he even has a springform pan, which means my boy has been making cheesecake, okay? He has books. He likes opera. The boy is a man of culture, okay? he is a one. You just got to get to know him. Much like the Phantom, he is a man of culture. We didn't come here for nail art. We came here for the wall boy. If you want to see his mask, it's right up here. It's right up there. I did take a nap with Husbando wearing the mask. Husbando wasn't wearing the mask. I put on the mask and then I took a nap with Husbando. I want to, by the way, we have X-Tina wearing her Halloween costume. She, of course, is Figment from Disney World. Hold on, I'll share with you my fanfic, but I'm gonna warn you. It's smut, and it's like, it's not, you know, like the fairy smut that people were talking about in Danny's chat. It's different, I think, probably than that. It's the kind of smut that I would write and that I do write, and it's different. So let me go to Archive of Our Own. I'll share my frickin', actually, I think I can actually share it. I consent and agree to these terms. Let me consent and agree to these terms. You're a smut girly now. Sorry, oh my God, Psychofraculator, I didn't say hello to you. I saw you and I was in the middle of saying something and I was like, I'm gonna say hi to Psychofraculator in a second, and then I did it. Hello, I love you. I'm so glad you're here. My beautiful wall boy. You still haven't watched The Boy and have no idea where the DVD is right now because you've been resorting your collection. You gotta watch it. And then you can read my fic and you're gonna be less surprised than most people about what's in it. Is the thing. Is that you're gonna be like, this tracks. Okay. I hope you watch it. And then we can talk about it. I'm gonna paste my fanfic. I am working on this fanfic. I took a break from it and I'm gonna release it hopefully in like a year. Totally done. But yeah, this isn't a dead dove do not eat. There isn't anything in it that I would tag dead dove do not eat. However, there are tags. Read the tags. If you don't like what's in the tags or the fact that it is explicit, don't read it. That's my motto. You want to sing It's Time for the Percolator, but sing Fraculator. I don't know what It's Time for the Percolator. I know it means like a coffee machine. Your cats have returned to your lap. Anyway, this is Psychedelic Glow. I have time today, by the way. We may have an extra long stream because I do have time today. Probably no movie night, but I do have time. There is like a small chance though that I'll just kind of like come upstairs at some point and just do something. I'm even considering, and like, do not take my word for this. I'm gonna do whatever the gods deem to be appropriate for today. I might stream observation duty today. I'm gonna take a picture of this for the archives. You don't love a writing in progress. Then you don't gotta read it right now. I'll tell you when it's out. Let's see. I'm just glad I actually made it here again. I've always been so tired when I'm on time zones, right? Yeah, I know it's freaking late. Freaking late for my German friends. All right, I'm taking a picture of this polish. I gotta say, I need to look at the pictures, but I'm actually like not super stoked about this one. This one, I don't feel like it looks exactly like it looked in the pictures, which is unusual for cuticula. I'm almost never disappointed in a cuticula, but today it is. It's actually quite early, not even 9 p.m. Oh my goodness, we started winter time. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Yeah, 10 minutes, and then you gotta dip. You miss watching streams. I miss you too. Anyway, so let me tell you briefly my story about The Boy. Since we have decided to spoil it for everybody here today. I watched The Boy. And I watched it because my favorite horror YouTuber, Ryan Hollinger, was like, this movie is insane and its sequel is insane and has an insane plot twist. And that was like basically the title of the video. And I was like, I saw that The Boy was being advertised. That movie is like PG-13. I can handle I can handle this. Like, I can go into this blind. I can handle this. You want to hear about Crimson Peak? You want to watch, but you're scared of the trailer. Selena, I think you can handle it. I think you can handle Crimson Peak. There are some like gross ghosts, but it's really not that scary. It's honestly not that scary, and it is more like gross but sexy. It's like if Nosferatu was actually sexy a bit. If you actually wanted to fuck Nosferatu, it's kind of like that, but not at all really, but like the vibes are somewhat similar. Crimson Peak is more like a classic scary movie from the 60s, a bit more sex and blood. Yes. Thank God they added more sex and blood, because you and I have had this conversation, Psychofraculator, when I watched Kill Baby Kill. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is the dumbest shit. And like, the thing is that if it had been like, I'm assuming that like the movie Black Sabbath is somewhat similar to that. But that's what it looks like on the cover of Black Sabbath. Kill Baby Kill looks like it's gonna be some sort of like sexy 60s horror romp. Nosferatu is kind of sexy. Nosferatu is sexy in the most base terms of sexy, as in it's sex-like. Sex-like activities happen. And also sex. Presumably not actual penetrative sex on set. You usually hear about that in the media, if somebody's actually had sex on set. Yeah, it's sex-like. There's sex in it. The problem with some monster fucker movies, like Nosferatu, is that if you don't want to fuck that monster, they're not going to be as sexy for you. And in the case of Nosferatu, I don't want to fuck that monster. He is like literally like a corpse. Like literally. They're not always honest with their advertising, especially when it came to foreign movies in the US. Yeah, exactly. I was like watching it and I was like, what the fuck's this shit? Anyway, so I watched The Boy. Pause for a minute and then I'll go like this if you don't want to be spoiled for The Boy. It's a movie about a woman who goes to this Victorian manor to babysit this child while his parents are away. She goes there and realizes the child's actually a doll, much like X-Tina. She is X-Tina's boyfriend. He is X-Tina's boyfriend. Actually, I don't really, the doll can talk for itself. I don't know its gender. Anyway, so then she gets there and realizes it's a doll. And then she starts thinking that the doll is possessed by the spirit of this family's child that died 20 years ago. And then her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, who she's been running away from, shows up and threatens to take her back to America, and then breaks the doll. And then the house starts shaking, and then a whole ass man. I actually have a video about this. A whole ass man busts out the wall like a Kool-Aid man. Like the Kool-Aid man. And sorry, I will, he's sexy to me, but when I first saw it, the spoilers are kind of over. They're kind of over now. Except for the spoilers we already had. The first time I saw it, I messaged Nikki, and I was like, hey, Nikki, I saw this movie. Have you seen The Boy? Because it was wild. And then Nikki went, yeah. Kind of like the Kool-Aid man, but without the oh yeah. But we could I usually say oh yeah at home. You can add your own soundtrack. Oh my God, we also have The Boy reenacted with markers at the PPE meetup. We do. We do. Anyway, so I messaged Nikki. I was like, hey, I saw this movie. Have you seen it? It is weird and crazy. And Nikki said, yeah, people on Tumblr are feral for that wall boy. And I was like, are you serious, man? Let me show you a picture of the wall boy. I was like, are you fucking serious, man? Are you serious that I'm trying to find a good picture that really encapsulates encapsulates the wall boy. I'll just do like, I don't know, I guess this one. I'm like, this dude, people are, it's my mouse pad. It is my mouse pad. It's really good and it's not very scary. It's not very scary. Anyway, I recommend it. It is honestly a good movie. It's honestly a good movie. I'll show pictures of the mouse pad soon. Anyway, so I was like, this one, this man, people are thirsty for this guy, but there was that one scene where it's thirst worthy because like, in order to subdue him, the main character has to dommy mommy him. The main character must dommy mommy in order to subdue the boy. So that scene kind of got me a little bit. And then I went onto Tumblr and I saw everybody's really sexy drawings of the wall boy. I don't know if those are them right there, but and I was like, oh no, they're like thirsty for the wall boy. Actually, so am I. And then I found out, yes, Danielle, yes, join me, join us, yes. Oh yeah, this is my favorite artist. My favorite artist, I just want to have fun. Their version of Brahmsy. This is their Brahmsy. And Pinterest, I don't want that. I want to go to the one on, honestly, on frickin', yeah. So I like got into it and then I found out that the call was coming from inside the house. Nikki was also into it. Nikki was like, I read so many fanfics, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you! Okay, Lacrodactyl, let me tell you a story. Let me validate you just a bit. So initially, so this mask that our little Brahmsy is wearing, it is CGI. It is, I gotta turn the music down. I wish I didn't have to. Maybe I'm gonna just like go to my settings and like, oh, I can do like, go to my, maybe I'll just turn it down here. Anyway, you can froth your milk any day. So the point is that this mask is CGI. And the reason is because they originally filmed this without a mask and people were like, this guy looks like a barista, literally, is what they said. They were like, this guy is not scary. He's like mildly attractive and just like looks like a barista. He's got a beard and like, he's just kind of like looking like that. And so one of the producers, it was also a producer on The Strangers, where they CGI'd all the masks on the people. And so they were like, why don't we just fucking CGI a mask onto him? And they did. And I did not realize that's what it was, but once you see it, you cannot unsee it, although it is very well done. Luckily, it is a very stiff thing, but yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's the scene. Here's where like the Dommy Mommy has to happen. I think there's like a better picture I have of like the Dommy Mommy bit. But yeah, so I wrote a story. I'm writing a story currently where the main character, Greta, goes back afterwards. It is like, perhaps I could continue to Dommy Mommy for a bit. Anyway, I have a whole video about this where I curate a collection. Let me find it. I accidentally F11'd. Fanaticure. Thank you, Urek! Oh my god, my boys are both here. Hello. Thank you so much for the resub. Yeah, never watched the second one. The second one, the only reason to watch the second one, I'm talking so loud today, I'm screaming today. But I feel like I can't emote enough. We're gonna have like no time to freaking paint my nails. Oh well. I'm sharing with you my video. Also, you don't mind that dirt. He's got a shower. There is no reason for him not to have a shower. That's the thing. He's got a whole apartment. He has a shower. There are people who have like, I have seen online conversations where people are like, trying to justify why he's all dirty and stinky at the end, but you don't need to. I mean, there is perfect justification. There's been this dude in the house and he has been like on high fucking alert, and he's been crawling around doing his stuff, killing rats, which is something he does. Or maybe they're already dead. They might already be dead from the traps. Anyway, the point is, he is sweaty from crawling in the walls for the last 24 hours. The boy, I'll wash him. Exactly. Exactly. Let me just very briefly show you too. I'm going to Instagram. This beautiful picture of me in the boy cosplay. I almost wore this today. One of the biggest reasons I didn't is because I actually don't know where my suspenders are right now. I don't know where my suspenders are. He has a job to do. He has to protect Greta. And he does until she stabs him. And then after she fucking stabs him, does he maybe choke her against the wall? Yeah, but she stabbed him. I am not a Brahms did nothing wrong person. I am a Brahms did stuff that kind of makes sense if you take it in context. Brahms is not a total monster. And I actually read an interview with the writer of The Boy. And he said that people had asked him in recent years why he didn't choose to make Brahms the hero and not the villain, I guess. And he was like, I legit just didn't think of that. That would have been good. But anyway, the director of The Boy, William Brent Bell, commented on this. I love this. And who was it? It was the Alpha Susan. Earth Girls are uneasy. Earth Girl Uneasy. Who said that she was pretty sure that the director of The Boy found me through big ol' hairy titties. The big ol' hairy titties tag that I found there. Yes, this is The Boy. I am The Boy. There's an older picture. And that was when I dressed up for the video. But there's an older picture of me dressed up as Brahmsy for Halloween. I'm also on Fanaticure 2, I think, or on Fanaticure Extra or whatever YouTube channel. There is like the video. I like specially made a video before the stream to open the stream with. This isn't me the first time I did it. I did the chest hair a bit differently. But there's Xtina, also as Brahmsy. And there's my mouse pad. Directors are humans too. It's very true. That's my mouse pad, my booby mouse pad. I had just talked to somebody about The Boy and found out they knew about The Boy. And then they saw my mouse pad and like they just thought it was a booby mouse pad that had like a mouse on it. And they're like, oh, what's your mouse pad? And I was like, it's Brahmsy. It's my boy, actually. It's The Boy. Okay. All right. We're doing hand painting today. And yet I'm still on my boy bullshit. Actually, these middle fingers don't need to have like a specifically special. So this is Watcha movement and depth. It is a wild Halloween costume that you would never understand unless you've seen The Boy. But if you've seen The Boy, you'd be like, I get it completely. My friend, who I showed y'all a picture of them in my anglerfish mouth, I was telling them about The Boy a bit, and they were like, is that like horrible picture? That horrible, scary picture of you on your Instagram? And I was like, if you mean, is that the hot picture of me on my Instagram? Then yes. This is me always. I'm like, deep dive into my sexual psyche. Deep dive into current events and politics. And let's paint nails. Let's paint the nails. We're still swatching. We're still swatching, by the way. Also, this is not coming off. My hands are too sweaty. But yeah. Every single time Franz does something naughty, he has been provoked. I will have you know. I will have you know. This is already beautiful. Incredibly sheer. But I think that the glitters are supposed to build up. I'm so sorry about November not being soup. We've been trying to make it soup for years. I don't know why they hate us. I am so sorry, Lacquerdactyl. I feel like I wore out my talker talking about the boy. I'm always wearing out my talker though, talking about the boy. Y'all had about a year of me. In 2022, y'all had about a year of me boy-free. And then in October of 2022, that's when the change happens. They hate us because of the PSL voice. They probably do. I would absolutely believe that the PPU people hate us. I would thank you very much for my hydrate. Oh my goodness. Soup would be better than most Ring 100? What does that mean? I'm so sorry, son. I'm sorry your meds aren't working right now. All right. This might be a polish that one wants to apply with a sponge. But it is super freaking cool. It is super freaking cool. Do I have sponges? I think I took my sponges downstairs. And then I think I took them back upstairs. But I don't think I brought them back here. But I am like tempted. I'm actually tempted to sponge on. I like never sponge. But I'm actually tempted to sponge on. Just because I really believe in this polish at full opacity. Can I see my sponges from here? Excuse me. You love to swatch it. You swatched it yesterday. There should be a bingo square for this month, just like inspired by a mood ring. What is, sorry, I can't speak. What is the, what's the theme? I think I might know where my sponges are. I also think I need to blow my nose because I'm going to be like sneezing constantly. So I'm going to mute myself. Sorry, I didn't say that on microphone. Score! 4 score. 7 years ago. Mood rings. Mood rings is literally the theme. Oh, the mood ring. Okay, I get it. That sucks. That does suck. Speaking of emotions, though, I have been starting internal family systems therapy. which I guess is like kind of the like, I guess the movie Inside Out, like the concept of like how the emotions work in that is like, that's like based off of internal family systems therapy. I don't know. I've never seen Inside Out. Maybe I should, but I have not. I'm sponging this on, by the way, because I want it to just like really cover. I actually feel though, like maybe, I wonder what it looks like over black. And I actually might remove it from one of my middle nails to see what it looks like over black. So hold on. Only for a few minutes. Your desk at school needed to not be here anymore. We were wondering where you were. But you like IFS. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. My therapist was like, I think you could benefit from this. And I was like, sure. It absolutely reminded you of therapy. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I've never done this kind of therapy, but I was in like talk therapy for like a bajillion years. And then I did dialectical behavioral therapy, which is very helpful. And then I found a talk therapist who does dialectical behavioral therapy, so I could have like one-on-one kind of combo. And then she suggested this. You're one of the 5 people who actually like the Buzz Lightyear movie. I did not see the Buzz Lightyear movie. I don't know. Your therapist is also mentioned Inside Out. You love Inside Out. Oh, yeah, sorry. I already read that. I already read that. All right. I'm going to apply this black nail polish. I'm so sweaty, y'all. I'm so sweaty. You got no idea. You got no idea how sweaty I am. All right. I'm going to try it over black on my ring finger. And then if I really like how it looks, I'm going to do the same on my thumb and my pinky, because that's what I'm going to be using. My thumb and my pinky are going to be this polish for the mani. And so if I really like it that way, that's what I'll do. For these other nails, I'm just going to sponge it on, which is absolutely a fucking process. I pretty much never sponge on my glitter. And so this is kind of a new thing for me. So sweaty, Mom Spaghetti, exactly. Don't wrap your head around how this is supposed to be part of the Toy Story timeline. If you get an actual reality, a good sci-fi adventure, and time travel twist. That's nice. Yeah, that's kind of what it seemed like Lightyear is supposed to be. It's like, this isn't about Toy Story. This is just about like, this is just like a real/fake Buzz Lightyear story. This is what would get people in the world of Toy Story into Buzz Lightyear. Like down at the bottom of my pinky, there's just this like bare spot. And I'm like, stop being a bare spot down there. We're at the time of year where it's not cold enough outside for your heat to work properly, so you will not be sweating in your apartment until it gets really cold again. Wait, so you're not sweaty in your apartment, but you will be once your heat kicks in? I see. I feel like no matter what, I'm sweaty in this room. And I'm sure it has to do with like the fact that, like of what I do in this room. Like the talking and stuff. And for lack of a better term, performing makes me sweaty. All right, let's see how this looks over black. It looks fantastic. It doesn't look like what I'm going for this mani, but it looks absolutely fantastic. Very rarely do I take a polish that is generally supposed to be full coverage and like put it on over black and go like, this looks good, but this looks great. The heat regulates itself to a degree by the outside temperature. Well, that's good. For they said it was supposed to be the movie that the Buzz toy was based on. Then they said it was supposed to be a reboot of the original Buzz cartoon in the Toy Story world. And in the end, they tried to answer the audience questions, the more they confused them. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, enjoy taking your mani pics. All right, so I am gonna do a little more sponging on my pinky and on my thumb to get it to the level I want it to be at. Now, I even may go in there and like do another layer of just like regular polish. We'll see. I feel like I'm using so much of this nail polish, but you know, in general, I'm not going to finish any of these polishes like before I die. So, might as well just use a fucking ton. And then I think I'm gonna take some of my orange sticks that I have and I'm gonna like kind of just scrub the cuticles with the orange sticks. I will do another layer of this over the black. To see what it looks like a little heavier. And it does look fantastic. It does look fantastic. Chapter 3 here, and everybody pray no trick-or-treaters show up, even though you have the lights off. It's too bad we don't officially celebrate Halloween in Germany, but you're happy that you don't have to deal with trick-or-treaters. I like the idea of officially celebrating Halloween. Because Halloween, like, as much as Halloween is presumably a national holiday in America, nobody gets, like, time off for it. Nobody, you know... It's not like, it is really a opt-in kind of holiday. And I mean, the thing about Halloween is that, like, I think it's nice to have Halloween night off, but if you are in a plainclothes job or go to school, half the fun is going to school or going to your job. When I first made the anglerfish costume, I was actually in an office job. No! I smooched it. I'm just gonna try to like put it back in place and hope nobody notices that I smooched it. Don't tell anybody, okay? They don't need to know that I smooched. They don't need to know. All right. Should I put on, I mean, I still wait a second before I put top coat on. I'm also going to do a little bit of light filling here on the nails that are going to stay painted. Just to make sure that they have everything they need to succeed. Yeah. This polish is beautiful over black, but it doesn't, over black, it doesn't like do what it intends, if that makes sense. It is a gorgeous topper. Most Halloween celebrated after work anyway, yes. Tomorrow is a public holiday in Germany. What is the public holiday in Germany that is tomorrow? I watched, by the way, the Max Miller video about, it was about vinegar candy. He made vinegar candy. Like would have been made in the Halloweens of old. And he told some stories about Halloweens of old and how basically like children would go to people's houses and at first they were supposed to like steal their cabbages, but then or lettuce, but then it like turned into them like stealing their lettuce and pelting their houses with it. And then it turned into them like stealing anything that they could burn and like putting it into a bonfire. And then people were like, this shit sucks. Our lettuce / belongings that aren't lettuce are being stolen and burned in these giant bonfires. We would like this to not be occurring. And so then people started to suggest, well, if you don't want your children out pillaging the neighborhood, burning everything, you should throw them a Halloween party so they're busy. And I'm like, this is fucking hysterical. Some Christian holiday that's basically about remembering the dead. Probably problem is that your town doesn't have any designated trick-or-treat hours. A lot of towns around yours do, and sometimes super early. Interesting. Okay, so it's a general remembrance of the dead day. That, I mean, we basically do that here too in California, although I don't usually take part in the celebrations because it is mostly like Chicano based, but it's like Day of the Dead. It's very interesting. I wonder why October has so many death-related, spooky-related holidays in different cultures, and I wonder how much those different cultures have shaped those activities. I wonder where it all came from. I feel like there might be somebody in the audience who like actually knows. This is not going to be the cleanest swatch that's ever swatched. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Not every swatch has to be that clean. All right. Oh, definitely gonna be a nail polish look that I'm gonna have to like what am I thinking? But I'm gonna have to like wait for it to dry and then wash my hands after. Used to be because the harvest, all the plants die, that kind of thing. That makes sense. That makes sense for sure. All right, I'm gonna take a picture of this swatch, and then we're gonna actually do the nails that I promised I would do today. All right. So. Whew, let's take this off. It's basically set on all pre-Christian health celebrations, like all Christian holidays. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, after the harvest, people have time again and it gets colder. People want to stay in touch before the winter. That makes sense. They want to stay in touch with the dead. As do I. You're back in with pizza, Danny. How do you do it? How do you live such a glamorous life? We must all learn from Danny and her glamorous ways. It came from Catholicism. It came from very many places. Oh my God, you have pizza too? Everyone's got pizza today. All right. Scrubbing the cuticles. These are the ones that it's important to scrub because I am going to be doing some actual honest to goodness, actual nail art. Post 45 manis in 1 month and you too may earn a personal pizza party. Man, that's why I never get a personal pizza party. With chicken breast and corn and some other stuff. Not sure what. It tastes good though. Sorry, that reminds me. Okay. Corn is not a normal pizza topping for Merkins. Fuck yeah. Not a normal pizza topping. And I was showing somebody this like square. This part of this manhwa I was reading. And there was a dude and he was eating a pizza and it had on it both shrimp and corn. And I just remember like Doomed being like, is that? And then she wrote in squints corn. Look. Ordering pizza at 11:30 a.m. is beautiful, in my opinion. I was gonna do Possessed for my nail polish for the base, but I actually kind of realized that there's another nail polish that probably would work better than Possessed. This one though does have a slight green shimmer. Let me grab the other polish. And see which one I like better for this purpose. A rare moment where I pull out some Holo Taco because I actually think Brucey might be better. Because Brucey definitely has this like ghoulish glow where I think that Possessed is supposed to, but it doesn't. So I think I'm gonna use Brucey, actually. Corn on pizza sounds delicious. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've not had it on pizza, but I fucking would. Cause they love it in Japan, yeah. Asia loves corn. They love corn. No place here is open that long and all the pizza places that deliver here suck balls. I'm so sorry. I would do corn on pizza. All right. Sorry, Colors de Carol. We're using this Holo Taco. It's been... I used a Holo Taco last time too. But Brucey is a linear holo with this kind of teal, turquoisey, blue shimmer in it. And this is going to be our base. And I think this is perfect. I have a pretty simple design in mind for these nails. Yes, this is absolutely the perfect background polish. I would like to thank my brain for remembering this polish exists. She's not always on the ball, but when she is. Small town cons in Germany. That also is a small town con in America as well, I think. However, I don't live in a small town. Nowadays, whenever we order pizza, we order Papa's Pizza Pie. Because 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is that Papa's Pizza Pie fucks. It's so good. It is just, I don't think it's a chain at all. So unless you go to Fullerton, where Papa's Pizza Pie is, you will not have a chance to have Papa's Pizza Pie. But yeah, they're New York pizza. They're super good. And they also have a gluten-free menu and a vegan menu. And we have a few gluten-free vegan people in our life. So it just happens to be like my favorite pizza place. But then it became even more convenient. By the way, you know, we were having issues with the stream last time. I honestly think that was Twitch's fault. because when I looked back at my like at my restream stats, all of my shit was going fine. We have one MCD. I don't know what MCD is. Is it McDonald's? 15 kilometers away, and a Burger King 15 kilometers the other direction. And you can order from like 80 places that deliver most food. Most of them either charge a lot for delivery or have a big minimum order. I've never, I guess maybe I have seen McDonald's as McD. We do call it Mickey D's here. We call it Mickey D's. Mickey D's nuts. Am I right? You keep thinking about the corn on pizza, like Mexican street corn, be hella good. It would be hella good, not even maybe. I wonder, I think Papa's Pizza Pie might have corn on their menu. If they do, I'm definitely going to try that. Definitely. I realized a while back that I haven't been wearing, this one's like, I think I need to add some thinner to it. I have a bunch of frickin' what is it called? Bottles of software by Plus Life Lacquer. I'm gonna be adding layers to my pinky and my thumb as we go on, by the way. So that they can hopefully be nice and flat. I should open up another bottle rather, not bag, of glitter grabber or software by Plus Life Lacquer. So yeah, I have a bunch of bottles of software from Plus Life Lacquer that I forgot I had. And that is my preferred. That is my preferred, like, glitter grabbing top coat. Love Glisten and Glow. Don't get me wrong. But I do think that software has a little bit on glitter grabber. For one thing, it's not cloudy, which, like, I don't really think that glitter grabber has a problem with cloudiness. But it is cloudy in the bottle, which definitely like makes me go like, I don't know. All right, I added a regular top coat to the Brucey. No, okay. I thought I had like fucked up my nail, but I didn't. We're good. And let's start cleaning the palette off. In Germany, it's usually canned corn. It might be here too. We have a lot of canned corn and frozen corn usually. You found the opposite. You didn't like software much. Interesting. Very, very interesting. To each their own. I don't know if or when Jill is going to replace the bottle for their nail polish thinner, but I would love to not be buying KB Shimmer's nail polish thinner. But unfortunately, the bottle that Glisten and Glows comes in just like does not contain the vapors. So I have to buy KB Shimmer. And you know me and KB Shimmer got that beef. KB Shimmer beef, it's what's for dinner. Alright, let's rub it off. Rub it off, okay. Oh, good night, Yurek, good night. Thank you, thanks for hanging out for so long. You buy the OPI thinner for regular and Setch Beat for toluene top coat. Interesting. The OPI thinner, doesn't it have heptane in it, or does it not? I just buy the KB Shimmer. Like, honestly, like, I do have beef with KB Shimmer but it's like less beef than I have with most other companies and far more personal. Exactly. Did I stutter? Did I fucking stutter? I'm gonna rub it out right here. We're rubbing one out right here live on camera. In front of God and everybody. Oh wait, is that another bottle? Is that another? Yes! I have a more full bottle. Okay, I'm gonna shake this really quickly. When he said canned corn, I thought of sweet creamed corn and yuck to that on pizza. Honestly, I'd be okay with that on pizza. Why is this glitter grabber so thin? I'm afraid to use this on my nails because this glitter grabber, look, what is wrong with it? Pop quiz. The fuck's wrong with my glitter grabber? No glitter ruining. Excellent. OPI is fine. Okay. That's good to know, because that you can just buy probably at like Sally Hansen, or not Sally Hansen, at like Ulta. You can go to the Sally Hansen store and buy OPI. Pro tip. All right. Putting on another layer of glitter grabber. It'd be so cool if these nails were just like smooth as hell. I'm smooth as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Hey, rare treat. I have two of, oh my God. Y'all, I reached to my side. Here's the thing. I may be a messy bitch, but sometimes this messy bitch reaches to the side and finds a perfectly new K&I weed whacker that somehow I forgot existed until right now. I do really need like a scrubber though. I need like, I guess I don't need to get this shit out of my cuticles, but I like want to. So even though it's new, I don't know if it's like what I need the most. Sometimes just gifts from the gremlins come. You think Sally Beauty one was sus? Yes, I do believe the Sally Beauty one is sus. Yeah, the KB Shimmer beef isn't with their products. It's because I had COVID. I went to Polish and Beauty Expo and realized I had COVID the day that all of like the classes were, the day before the big shopping day. And so I tried, and I was in the hotel block for Polish and Beauty Expo. So I messaged Polish and Beauty Expo, which is run by the owner of KB Shimmer. And I was like, hi, I'm here in the hotel block. I have COVID. Is it cool if I send my friends down to get my bag of swag so that I may enjoy it in my hotel room and not get everybody sick with COVID? And they were like, absolutely fucking not. And I was like, are you fucking serious? I have COVID. And they were like, yeah, LOL, I don't care. We don't make any exceptions for anybody. And then various people tried to make exceptions for me. Various people with various levels of influence, or so we thought. And they were like, absolutely fucking not. Yeah. Then I messaged them and told them that they should be ashamed of themselves. And then they gave me a full refund. But yeah, if you are wondering if you should, I'm not saying don't go to Polish and Beauty Expo, but stay healthy if you do, and perhaps also wear a mask, because like they do not care. They do not care if somebody comes and exposes. They were literally like, come down to get your stuff. And I was like, bold of you to assume I can even walk without passing out, because I have COVID, a deadly disease. And their PPU descriptions are too damn long, and it used to be endearing. But now that they have made an enemy, we read it in a silly voice. So that nobody is allowed to take them seriously again. But yeah, they were like, you don't need to come into the room. You could just come and pick up your stuff at the table, which is outside. But the funny thing is, the table was not outside. It was in a hallway. So you need to get some sleep. You had a long day, but you're happy you made it here again. I missed you too. Enjoy your Halloween too, or whatever you're doing today. Give Danny an extra job to do. It's great overtime pay. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, the great overtime pay from reading the PPU descriptions. Okay, all right. Now, just realized I do not know where the polish I wanted to use is. I have a few polishes that are like it, but there was one specifically I wanted to use, and I might not be able to find it, but let's see. I'm looking for my, I think it's called Pillow Talk. Unfortunately, my drawer fell out and my nails are wet, so I can't put it back in. All right, what is up here? That would make sense. Okay. Y'all, I am so fucking sweaty in this room. I should like turn a fan towards me, but I'm not going to. Whew, okay, so instead of Pillow Talk, we are going to use Ghost Jelly by Starly. I use that other white a lot. Oh, actually, we're not going to use that. I forgot. We're gonna do Frank the Bunny. So I am just looking at general pictures of Frank the Bunny. We're gonna be doing kind of a more shadowy look of him. I mean, he's usually in shadow, but like the stuff on this pillow is very much the vibe we're going for. Frank the Bunny is like, in my humble opinion, one of the scariest fucking images ever created. He's so fucking scary to me. And when things are so fucking scary to me, that's when I become obsessed often. All right. And we're also going to do these numbers. So the numbers are 28, 06, 42, 12. 28, 6, 42, 12. So I suppose we can start with the numbers, and we're going to be using Flurry. Flurry is a color by LA Colors, as you might be able to tell from the bottle. This is an LA Colors color. And the cool thing about it is blacklight reactive. So most whites are not blacklight reactive. Okay, so on these other nails, I want to kind of honor the typography of the movie. Trying to make it look at least a little bit like the letters in the movie. Yeah, absolutely. You should have nightmares about him. He's so scary. Okay. The 8 starts here. I made this too big. Frank the Bunny really only for me, the only other like scary image that really competes with Frank the Bunny for me is there's this one like really skeletal ghost at the very end of a frickin' Poltergeist. And that haunted me for years before Donnie Darko came out. And then Donnie Darko came out, and it was like, hold my beer. All right. In the, like, actual writing. Okay, and the 0, the 6, and the 0 is like attached to the 6. In the original thing. It's not exactly how I imagined them looking, but it is okay. Just made your first apocalypse polish. Somebody came and bought 4 thermals. Yep, that's what apocalypse polish will do to you. That's what they'll do to you. All right, so now on this finger, I'll do 42 and 12. Oh, the 4 connects. I actually kind of want to redo my other hand. And honestly, perhaps even this one. Let me see what I can do. Sorry, I'm not satisfied. I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo the whole thing. My middle finger can stay though. Bedneck Lady from Haunting of Hill House is the thing you're currently afraid of. Is that like the new Haunting of Hill House? There's so many fucking Haunting of Hill Houses, and House on the Hill, and the hills have hauntings. Concepts. Don't build your house on a hill. Don't even go anywhere near a hill. Just no hills. No hills at all. Okay. All right. Let's go back with base coat. I can't believe I'm totally redoing this just for these numbers. But, like, Sometimes you're doing a simple thing. It's like, I really just want to get this simple thing right. And we get started on Frank. Keep it flat, people. Keep it flat. Finally watching newer It halfway through part 2. Pennywise can get it. Ew! 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 Banned! Blocked! Ew! I can't believe a wall boy is one thing. A wall boy is one thing. The frickin' Pennywise the clown. You're on your own. You're on your fucking own. Let's draw Frank. Okay, so we've got to like figure out exactly like how his head is gonna be. So here's like, we're gonna go in first with Ghost Jelly. Is what we're gonna do. All right, that is basically good for his face shape. So yeah, we're going in first with Ghost Jelly so that Frank has this kind of like glowing white aura. I can now fabricate shit. I now have like actual fabrication skills. I used to have a like latex Frank the Bunny mask. And I think now I could make my own better one. Look at our super sex positive exclusive stuff. Yucky or yum. Shame. No. Listen, he flexible. He can shapeshift. He is the embodiment of whatever you fear the most. I cannot stand by. No. 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 It's in the 22 Netflix flow. I have not seen it yet. I've not seen it yet. I can't. No. No. And sorry, this is where I stop being sex positive and start judging. Cause Pennywise is like literally not just your, like literally anyone's worst nightmare. Also, this is why exactly, okay? Stop dating fucking Pennywise the clown. Somebody redeem the stop it, get some help. All right, so here's Frank the Bunny's like head, and then yeah, here's his cheekbones for his little eye sockets, and then
stop it, get some help.
Thank you, whoever redeemed that. Thank you. You're doing the Lord's work. You're doing the Lord's work here. All right. Let's get a little more light on top of here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of this with, we're going to highlight all of this with the white that I have. I'm going to actually take just a tiny bit of our dark here. Living in America 25, we're already seeing hell. I mean, it can legit get worse, but you know, metaphorical reasons. It's true. It's true. Look, I've just spent so many years dunking on Pennywise lovers on Tumblr. That I just, you know, when people are like, I was just raised that way. I just raised myself that way. I just raised myself. Look, like somebody, okay. I know that it's somewhere in, I wonder if I look through night blogging and I type in Pennywise. I'm gonna go to night blogging and I type in Pennywise. I have seen Hold on. Okay. 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 I found it. People on Tumblr say the wildest shit about Pennywise. They've been doing it for years. So if you're gonna go down this rabbit hole, then at least go down Tumblr and be one of the freaks there. This is something. So people will do this thing on Tumblr where they like decide like where people do these things where they like post like, what would these particular characters do in this situation? And then other blogs will answer with like what they think the character would do in this situation. So people lump Pennywise in with slashers, much like my Bromsy. My Bromsy isn't a slasher. Pennywise also isn't a slasher. He's a fucking abomination. Anyway, slasher ideas. How would they take care of you when you're sick? And so these are so also people sometimes talk about the Pennywise from the 80s or early 90s, like miniseries It, and the one from 2018, It, as the Pennywise brothers. So y'all, shit gets weird on Tumblr, and this is why I live on Tumblr, but also sometimes I'm ashamed of us. So you get sick. Pennywise would look at you and burst out laughing like there's no tomorrow. Human suffering is just funny to him for some reason. Which, okay, I agree. All right, we're on to it. Pennywise, are you sick? Now that's hilarious. The Penny brothers can't get sick at all. So he'd find it entertaining, especially since they usually never see you so weak. He'd enjoy it at first, but he'd soon grow worried and try to help you the best he can while pretending he doesn't care. Pennywise pats your back while you sleep. Hey, the nurses said the nurses are here. The nurses are like, okay, I'll visit you in Pennywise's room. I'll talk to Pennywise about things. Anyway, Pennywise pats your back while you sleep. Hey, the nurses said it wasn't serious. Don't know if it's true or not. Just get better, all right? Pennywise may act like a jerk most of the time, but deep down, he cares. Hubs and I say that specifically all the time, but deep down, he cares. That's actually, but here's what guys, we're taking a deep dive. The internet is an amazing thing, but it did create communities of people who should not have met. I absolutely fucking agree. Also, hold on. It's now officially canon that Brahms is just a gentle boy and you can't change my mind. And then somebody tagged it with Pennywise the Clown. This isn't about Pennywise the Clown. Sorry. Hello, Arianda. Hello. Welcome back. People didn't like the old Pennywise. No, well, people just need to be completionists. I don't think anybody's actually into my favorite headcanon is that Mary Poppins and Pennywise are the same entity or related somehow. I'm open for conversation. Oh my god. This is okay. Hello. I'm sorry that you're here in the middle of my very disgusting Pennywise conversation. But in my defense, the real disgusting person here is Lacrodactyl, and I'm just trying to tell them, I'm just trying to save their soul. Pennywise headcanons, the first time you get your period around him. Somebody wrote this and put it on Tumblr. Pennywise is like Warhammer for miniatures. You have to include the tag for any horror thing because it's just too popular. Danny, why would you say something so controversial and yet so brave? I'm repainting the blue, by the way, the Brucey, really quickly. Anyway, him smelling blood on you and freaking out because can't place where it's coming from. Him finding bloody tampons and pads in the trash and panicking more, running to find you to make sure you're okay. Him not being able to form words because he's so scared. Blood, bleeding, blood. Your name, you're bleeding. Oh my god, like. Him cocking his head cutely with a blank expression because he doesn't know what the medicine ibuprofen is. Stop, crime is illegal. You're right. Crime is illegal. Anyway. So yeah. So just know, where's the Pennywise knows you're ovulating? Hold on. I posted it somewhere. Where is Pennywise knows you're ovulating? I think that one might have actually been the Tim Curry one who knows you're ovulating. I think that this rant... No, that rant is about Tiana's Bayou adventure. Damn. I was really hoped to find the Pennywise knows you're ovulating picture. Oh, this is in the voice chat. Anyway. I do see that I saw Pennywise. Pennywise! I hate it when your name mischaracterizes me. Exactly. I would never do this. Not all your names. I would never do this. Anyway, welcome. I can't be yelled at for fanfic. This is Steph's own doing. I will yell at people for my own doing any day. Any day. Any day. Anyway, welcome back, Ariane. This is what we're doing today. Anyway, I'm also drawing Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko. So yeah, that is basically the rundown. That's what you gotta know. Pennywise period piece. It is a period piece though. The book and the movie It, and both movies, they're period pieces, but they're for the 1960s or 50s. I think they're in the 60s is I think when they are. But they are both legit period pieces. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Flurry, and we're going to like go through and do like important features and highlights. It's cat medicine time. Anyway, sorry, I just had to. It's just, I can't hear somebody claim that Pennywise can get it and keep my mouth shut, okay? I am a woman of principles. I'm a woman of principles. Just because it's my friend who has been sucked into this dangerous cult doesn't mean I'm gonna stand idly by and watch them get eaten by a space spider. I mean, as long as y'all are actually over 18, having a time with your friends in the sewer, if that's what you're into, you can do that. But I can't stand idly by. Not when I know what I know. This eye on one side came out perfect in one go. This other one, not so much. But Frank the Bunny is not symmetrical. So we're okay. I am going to take a very thin brush and I'm going to just like adjust this eye a little bit. Then I'm going to come back with white. I might need to like ensmallen this eye actually to a point. I'm gonna come back with the other white. I gotta be careful because the opaque white is blacklight reactive, which means that if I kind of like fuck up a fix, it'll like shine through, which is not great. Yes, I know the other. I know the other very well. Where did this come up with? Self-insert pic of a period, yes. Was this apropos of nothing that you bring up the other? The other was one of my mom's favorite horror movies. Still is, presumably. And it has acting legend, the one that you forgot to mention, is acting fucking legend Uta Hagen. You know the part in Rent in La Vie Boheme where they say to Uta? They're talking about freaking Uta Hagen, who wrote Respect for Acting, which I think I have my copy of literally on the other side. Hold on, BRB. I think I have my Respect for Acting out, actually. Right next to some gay porn. Uda, where are you? Uda, can you hear me? Oh wait, did I put it up here? I swear to God. I have my copy of Respect for Acting. Like right over here, but I can't find it. My room is a mess. But I swear to God it was here. Okay, it was absolutely here. When I find it, I'll take a picture to prove it. Just gotta walk over my freaking drink and not kick it over. Alright. Let's go. Well, Danielle, have you ever perhaps been in theater school? I swear I had my copy of Respect for Acting. It was a copy of Respect for Acting, and then also in the same stack was My First Time, which was a bunch of gay erotica. Respect for Acting is just a book about acting that they teach to acting students. Talking about it made you think of it? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a book that you get when you go to theater school. And Uda teaches you respect for acting. The grandmother. Yeah, when they say to Buddha, to Uda, Pablo Neruda, to the Uda is Uda Hagen, who is in the other, is the grandmother in the other. And I had been watching that since I was a kid. And then I heard, and then like in Rent, there's that line. And then I went to school and I started to study acting. And I was like, holy shit, it's Uta Hagen. Her, a celebrity. I swear to God. I know it's just like underneath something. I know that it's just like underneath something. Because literally that book was in my hands like 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And then I was able to go tell my mom. I was like, hey, you know the grandmother in the other? That's Uta Hagen. She famous to people like me and people who wrote Rent. There are so many references in Rent I didn't get for sure. Yeah. I'm sure I still don't get all or most of them. But going to theater school certainly helped. All right. So now I want to do his teeth. And I want to try to make them as accurate as possible. Because that's actually kind of what people get the most wrong when I see art of Frank. Is they give him too many teeth. Or teeth like doing the wrong thing. Now this side, 2, 3. I guess this side has like the same amount of teeth. This is good enough for me for now. I'm gonna go back to the face with the sheer white. And try to like really capture the shape. Now the cool thing about Frank is that he's like pretty like fucked up looking. We're also gonna have to kind of like kind of figure his nose out. I'm probably gonna have to use a little bit of Brucey to like get this just right. So let's I'm also gonna kind of like give him a little bit of a face shape down there, because a lot of times I see him just like really, really teeth only, and I think that he deserves to have a little more going on there. He's really teeth forward. All right, let's so I'm gonna give him some shine on the nose. And we're gonna just kind of like dab a little bit, I think, on his head. And then we'll get his, like, ears. And I gotta start, like... There we go. Just gonna get, like... the basic outline of his ears. That ear is actually supposed to be much, like, thinner down here at the base. So I'm gonna, like... kind of like cheat that in a bit. And then this one definitely has like light up here on the top. And then more light coming in here, and then around the outside. All right, it's looking okay. I'm gonna probably have to come in again with some more of the dark. Because I think let me kind of like look at this. I think I may have over whitened him. I need some more polish. It's getting a bit thick. Sorry you all had to see me so disturbed. So disturbed by Lacquerdactyl's life choices. It's just that it could have been anything but Pennywise. That's the thing. I worry I've gone too far on the white. But what we can do is we can like reintroduce some of this dark. And I also want to do that around the eyes too. Make sure the eyes are like nice and recessed. And we also really need some right at the bottom of the nose. And we need some to create the bunny shape. Because without like a kind of like bunny shaped muzzle, I think you kind of like lose. You know how to push buttons, babe. You do. You do. You're like, Stephanie couldn't be mad at me for being horny for a horror man, right? And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, fucking try me. Fucking try me. You come at me with, I'm horny for the clown that takes on the form of your greatest fear from a movie about a book where there's a scene in it that should not be in it. I'm gonna come out. I'm Judge, Judy, and Executioner, baby. That's what I am today. Let's get more dark, to kind of fix up his ears a bit. Because they're not supposed to be so wide down there. This one's actually supposed to be wider at the bottom. That's a little better. That's a little better. And then I'm going to get some more of my cloudy white. I think I'm going to put some of it on top of the blacklight reactive white. Because I'd kind of like this area to be a little less vibrant. And I'm going to put it back on these cheeks. There we go. And then I'm going to get some more. I'm going to like make sure that these edges are like fully covered. Because like I said, if I don't, we're going to have a lot of like, a lot of seepage. Guy you sent in a date with is just too much. He's trying too hard. But now it's awkward to say I'm not into it because I feel bad. And also I shouldn't and don't really feel bad. Dude, just don't. Tell me you're on a different date tonight because I am. And that's not a lie. If you are really not into him, and you're like, I don't want to be in this, the best thing you can do is be like, actually, thank you, but I'm like done. You know, I don't know. Say it in a nice way. But when it comes to dating, honesty is the best policy. It's the best way to make somebody not become like freaking obsessed with you for some reason. Don't lead them on, is my motto. A nice way, but not vague. You could even lie and be like, hey, actually, Me and this dude I'm going on a date with tonight have decided to be exclusive. So sorry about that. You know, like, you know how it is. All right. I'm gonna do a little more of the white. Yeah, no. That's a no. It's a big no for me, dog. Big no for me. Someone's trying to like push your dating boundaries. All right, I think this is about ready. I cannot mix these two because one is blacklight reactive and one's not. I do have to come back with a little bit of the white. All of these are too dry. I've got to make a new puddle. So you can tie me down. You can't tie me down. I'm a free spirit. Back me to a cage and I come out swinging like an interdimensional clown. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I have such a great idea. This dude is not going to be a problem anymore after this. Just tell him exactly what you told us about being into Pennywise the Clown. He'll never want to date you again. Hear me out. That's true. That's true. He might be into it. That would be very bad. That'd be worse. Okay. All right, I think the hard part, which was Frank, I think Frank is done. Now, Frank the Bunny, that's a heartthrob. Actually, the guy who plays Frank is really hot. Not gonna lie. My friend, my comrade, has a picture of him and Frank the Bunny, and it's signed by Frank the Bunny. A picture of him and Frank the Bunny, signed by Frank the Bunny, that says, why are you wearing that stupid human suit? All right. Now we're gonna do this right. I'm gonna use a small brush, but I'm gonna use a small brush, I think. But like the things aren't staying together, fuck. Never mind, I'm using this small brush. All right. And the twos are all fucky. And I'm gonna do the little dots next to them. Feel like, hey, wasn't feeling more than friend vibes. That's not a risk worth taking, says Danny. Gays aren't normal people. Rejection is a compliment. I mean, just fucking, like, you know, I'm not saying this is a great idea, but just saying, ghosting may be better than the alternative, which is being murdered. As well, you know. Okay. The 06. The 0 is almost like a weird little, like, rhombus. We're gonna do little dots. Yeah. 42. I keep forgetting that the 4 is like connected at the top. Apparently I never draw my 4s that way. Right, the 4 is not gonna be that accurate. That's okay. Catmats are done. Put your pizza in the oven to cook, and now Barney is walking around the house meowing for no other reason than to drive you crazy, or then he's old and crazy. I tried to fill out that blank before it was done cooking, and it was not. It was not. Okay. The 2 is like this, kind of. Which of you are dry or wet? You're the wettest. You're the wettest of them all. $42, and then 12. I went for accuracy with these numbers and didn't quite get it. But that's okay. No, like literally, no one's gonna be like, the way that you drew your numbers for Donnie Darko are not like exactly like they are in the movie. Just realized YouTube sometimes misses things said in Twitch. You wonder if Twitch misses YouTube comments. Almost certainly. Almost certainly Twitch misses YouTube comments. I gotta look back at whatever Lacrodactyl said. But first, I just want to like do a little more work on this ear over here. It's just like not exactly right, and I hate that. Let that dry a little bit. What time is it? It's 2:28, y'all. It's 2:28. These came together so fast. I'm actually really not that surprised because like I always think things are gonna come together fast. All right, hold on. I'll probably tell him, but before he buys tickets for Tuesday's movie, but he probably bought them the second I agreed to go. He just moves fast like a barefoot jackrabbit, a hot, greasy griddle in the middle of August. Wow. Are you fucking Dr. Phil? Now, I'm not a Hasidic, what is it? A Hasidic hound dog with a snoot full of honeybees? Like, what do you say? Thank you. I think it looks great too. I wish, like, right now I actually can't like get my, I have my camera plugged in a certain way that I can't light up my black lights so you can't see what he looks like in black light. I'll have to take a picture. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna do a little bit of just outlining of this ear, and hopefully I won't fuck shit up too much, because I easily could. There we go. I see a little more dark for this inner head part, because I think I kind of fucked it up. But I see it to be, I need to not be having any light leakage. All right. Yes, he looks so good. I am going to do a little bit of the white coming down this way. Yeah. There, I think that like really like finishes up the silhouette. Let me get onto here and give you guys a bit of a clearer view. Thank you. I'm so happy about these. And I'm going to do a bit more of the white, of the clear white around the edge here too. I just want everything to look like perfectly balanced, as all things should be. There we go. Now he's even perfecter. Except for now, I'm like, now I want to balance it on the other side too. It's all right, he's ethereal. He's allowed to be a little bit off. You're ethereal, man. You're ethereal. Okay, there we go. Gonna head out. Happy Halloween. Stay safe, you too. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Let's do a bit of cleanup. And these gotta dry a little bit. And then I'm gonna put on smudge-free top coat. I've also gotta clean my cuticles. I might be able to plug my blacklight into one of these other USBs, but I don't think that it'll be powered enough. So we'll see. Okay. Do I have a free USB open here? I do. I don't think it's going to work, but I'll try. I also shouldn't be doing this without any top coat on. So if I fucking just like ruin my mani, then don't do as I do. Oh my God, it's actually working. I'm actually shocked. Let me, it might not work forever, but my black lights are so lame, by the way, but they're enough. Oh my God, this looks way better in person, actually. Oh my God, he's so good. He's so good! Do you see this shit, my liege? Thank you. Thank you. He looks so good. All right. I'm gonna turn the lights back on. And take that out of here in case it fucks some shit up. Is that the right one? No. There we go. Oh. Okay, okay. It is now time for smudge-free top coat. Yeah, do a little more cleanup. And then, especially as we have so much time left, I'm gonna do my other hand. And I have to decide what I'm doing on my other hand. Part of me is like, go with your Halloween classic, Never Sleep Again. The other part of me is like, do something else. I know that was riveting, a riveting thought process. Oh my god. So cool. So cool. I do think that the Watcha would have looked a little bit better with a black background for this, because this is definitely leaning green. It looks good for this Manny. I just think that the Watcha would have played better off of a more black background. All right, and now let's go in. With Glisten and Glow. Looking beautiful, not smudging a thing. I hope Danny has an unexpectedly awesome night watching Alien, because Alien, as we've discussed here, is actually so good. Oh my god, there's a hair in this 4! Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Why won't you go? Is my question. For Cotton Eye Joe. Oh my god. They look so good. They look so good. I'm really excited to show my roommate because I mentioned one of my other roommates was like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't make it to Donnie Darko because she had been considering joining us in the movie night. And I said, no worries. And my other roommate went, you watched Donnie Darko? And I was like, yes. I felt like doing the Elle Woods, like, what? Like it's hard? So I'm really excited to show my roommate this. I think they're gonna freak. I also don't think they've ever seen in person my hand-drawn nail art. Like my good ass hand-drawn nail art. All right, what should I wear on my other hand, y'all? We do have Emily Damali from Creature of Habit, which I think is a good choice, but like I am like, I don't know, what do you think? Okay. Emily Damali, Never Sleep Again, or a different one, or something else. Never Sleep Again is a Halloween classic. Creature of Habit is super fucking cool. I guess I've never worn Creature of Habit. It is Halloween themed. It is Halloween. I'll wear Creature of Habit. I won't be a Creature of Habit and wear Never Sleep Again, even though it is like my favorite red polish. I think like it and Muy Caliente by the brand Who Must Not Be Named are kind of tied up at the top there. But I just have so many fond memories of wearing Never Sleep Again. I have 2 bottles of it. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna cut my nails really quick because I cut 2 of my nails for normal, not horny reasons, for sure. If you're wondering if I cut my middle and index fingernails for horny reasons, well, think again, friends. I'm not that kind of girl. Trust me when I say that that this nail cutting was ordained by our Lord Jesus Christ. He was there. Creature Habit gives you Christmas vibes. A new PPU that is on-screen holiday vibes. Oh, yeah, yeah. It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this on the nail. Have you seen it not on the nail? Or have you seen it on the nail? Or do you remember what it looks like on the nail? Because the thing is that I'm like looking at it and I'm like, nah, but it looks different on the nail. It looks different. Did I just use my base coat instead of a top coat? This feels like a top coat. Hopefully that was a top coat that I put on and not my base coat. Oh no, I opened my base coat to put on these nails. Okay, now I remember. Well, we'll put on Creature of Habit so you can see it transform before your very eyes. But first, before that, we're gonna find my, I think I opened up the base coat to start base coating these nails. And then I was like, my nails are at different lengths, so I should cut them. I was told by my self-defense teacher that I need to cut my nails for class, that they're great. He didn't tell me specifically, but he definitely was referring to me after I accidentally, I don't think I cut somebody with my nails. I think I Indian burned them to bleeding. We were doing wrist escapes, and I think I Indian burned them. But he did mention, like, make sure to cut your nails. And that was the last time I went to self-defense class. That's true, but that's not because I don't want to go to self-defense class. It's just because right after that, I think was No Kings. And then, right after that was many other things. Many other things have been happening to me. Did you know? If you are in the subs only section of the Discord, which by the way, if you are in my Discord and you're not in the subs only section and you are a sub, please link. It's in the rules section of the Discord. There's a link to show you how to link your Twitch to the Discord. I have no control over whether or not you're in the subs only section of my Discord. You have to have your stuff linked up and it'll do it automatically. Okay, friends, it's a nap time. Have a wonderful stream. You love the bunny nails. Thank you. You know me. I love the bunnies. But anyway, I posted a bit about, like, you know, what's happening in my life right now. Just to keep y'all updated, because I'm going to be back in full force sometime. I know. I know it. So anyway, in the bottle, the multi-chrome really, really shines through. But on the nail, it is mostly this kind of gross brown color. So let me get it on like a not thumbnail. I'm shaking. And of course, I'll do a few more coats. But you see how, like, it's like the purple to green multi-chrome in the bottle. I'm trying to, like, get both colors. But then when you have it on the nail, it's a lot more of that brown. And so it's really, like, cool and trippy looking. I love it. But when I bought it, when it came in the mail, I was kind of like, what's this boring ass shit? I mean, multi-chromes aren't boring. They're extremely beautiful. I love multi-chromes. But in the world of nail polish, the shift in Hollow Taco's mist shift, which is the same shift, is like pretty fucking boring when you compare it to you know, more exciting looks. We'll do a few more coats. And yeah, so like the purple kind of takes on the brown color, so the only thing that's really shining through is the green. Hello, Bonket. Hello, how are you doing? Happy Halloween. I need to show you my nails, my like actual art nails. We did Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko, and he looks sick as hell, if you don't mind me saying. You don't mind me tooting my own horn? Toot toot. They look sick as hell. And now we're doing Creature of Habit by Emily Damali. And I'm shaking like a bitch, but I have ways around. I have ways around this. All right. With stabilization. Almost ready for trick-or-treaters. I'm so excited for you new trick-or-treaters. We never get any trick-or-treaters, ever. Because my house is hidden. I am in the middle of a big city, but my house is hidden. A long time ago, Hubs and I lived in an apartment complex. And I got a bag of candy. And we got one trick-or-treater. One trick-or-treater. But she was so cute. She was the cutest little baby, so I was very happy. I was very happy with my one trick-or-treater. You never get any either. Why don't you get any? My question, why don't you get any? A lot more of my friends have now been to my house. My, like, you know, friends who I see. I don't want to call you all not IRL friends, but, like, the friends that, like, I see IRL. That I see in person, in human person. A lot more of them know where I live now. And so they're not as surprised that I don't get trick-or-treaters. They're like, yeah, that kind of totally tracks. Yes! It's so pretty. It's so... Hi, Oscar, look! Look what I did. Look what I did. I'm not gonna plug the black light back in, but like, look at my Frank the Bunny. I think he looks so fucking sick. I mean, this is an iconic look for sure. Thank you. I can at least though up the focus a bit so you can see him better. Thank you! You used to live in one of those areas where people drive to trick-or-treat because honestly the houses really do it up. So we would go through so many bags of candy and now we don't get as many. I love those kind of neighborhoods. Actually, my neighborhood is kind of like that. It's not like, I don't know whether they drove to trick-or-treat. I see, yeah. Our area really does the houses up because we're in Anaheim and it's, you know, a fanciful place. But not our house because it's hidden. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. All right, going in with the top coat. In with the top coat. You don't get trick-or-treaters either. I'm on a dead-end street with tons of old people. You assume everyone skips our road. I know I would. Someday we dream of actually doing a haunted house. And I feel like next year, if we're not fighting for our lives anymore, we may even do it. But I did promise, I know what I'm gonna be next year. And I did promise my people that if we are still doing this next year, There was a little dance I was gonna do, a little performance I was gonna do at our Halloween rally next year. And that if we are not, because I don't want anybody to be praying for bad shit to continue. So if we don't do it, I'm still gonna do it. And we'll get together one last time. One last time to watch my moves, watch my sick moves. You might get trick-or-treaters. They had the lights off last year, got a couple of knocks. We'll see this year. We do have candy because my friend went to Oogie Boogie Bash at Disneyland and got like several like buckets of candy. Like they have a huge cauldron at their house full of candy. They set aside some gluten-free candy because they have celiac disease. And then like all the rest they brought to our rally for people to just have. And then the rest of that I took home. They had so freaking much. All right, here's the look and 9 minutes to spare. Look at that. Look at us. Look how far we've come. I'm so happy with Frank. I'm so happy with Frank. I'm so happy to share this with everybody in my life. Because since we watched Donnie Darko last week, we have been in a Frank-loving mood. We have been loving the Frank. He's been great. Anyway, but like, yeah, we got the numbers, we got the rabbit, we got watcha depth, movement and depth, which looks super cool, super cool. But yeah, no movie night tonight unless I'm not doing anything and just decide to. There's like, do not plan your night by this, but there is a chance I will show up in the stream or in the Discord and be like, actually, I am going to put on a horror movie. The horror movie will probably be The Boy, or it'll probably be The Boy or Murder Party. Small chance it could be Weapons. I haven't seen it yet, and I want to see it, so very small chance. And I realized that I was still subscribed to HBO. I did watch most of Beetlejuice the other day. Thank you, LaQueer. Thank you. I think he just looks so effective. I think he just looks like he just looks so effective, you know? I'm like, yeah, that's a Frank the Bunny. That's him. That's him. We love a good Frank. And I showed y'all, I don't know if it's like up here anymore, but I showed y'all my Frank the Bunny costume. When my roommate went, you watched Donnie Darko? I showed them my Frank the Bunny costume, and they were fangirling out. It was great. It was excellent. But yeah, so there is a chance I might be back in the Discord. Probably not, but there's a chance. Or that I might even stream something later. I don't know, but like I said, don't plan your night by that. Just beware that it may happen. Anyway, I love all of you, and I hope you have an incredibly safe Halloween, and I hope you're all doing okay. I know we're all going through hard times. This was like less political stream than usual, actually. Because it's fucking Halloween, and we deserve to have fun, and we are having fun, and we love it, and it's great. But anyway, have a really, really excellent night. We do have bingo on Sunday. On Sunday, we have bingo. Me, Danny, the bingo squares, the polishes. We got the bingo on Sunday. So show up on Sunday. Pokemon, go to the stream on Sunday. And if you're in California, you need on November 4th or earlier to vote yes on Prop 50. Save California, defend California, make our voices heard. We are suffering from taxation without proper representation, and we need to flip that script. So vote yes on Prop 50 if you are in California, and if you're anywhere else and you're having any of those kind of ballot initiatives or whatever to try to take back the House and get more blue seats. Hopefully someday we'll have something that's even bluer than blue. I don't know. But we're going to settle now for Democratic seats in Congress. And do that. Vote in Colorado too. Thank you. Do you know what's the proposition? Do you know the proposition in Colorado so I can say it by name and speak it into existence here? Hopefully not curse it. Yeah, if you're in Colorado, vote. I know that Virginia just voted and got us two extra seats, hopefully. I don't know if they've had their vote for, I don't know exactly how that's working. But yeah, Prop 50, it is legal. We're allowed to do this. We're allowed to vote on this shit. It is temporary. They're going to redistrict again in 2030 when we have the census. And it is fucking necessary for our lives. Colorado has a lot of important initiatives. Good to know. Look them up. If you're in Colorado, vote. Pokemon Go to the polls. Free lunch for kids, yes. LLMM tax for anyone who ranks over 300K. I don't know what LLMM means, but good. Let's get the money from the actual very wealthy people. Those aren't necessarily billionaires, but yes, but I'll take it. And a lot depending on your area. Go vote. Go vote if you can vote. Always go vote if you can vote. If you sat out this last presidential election because they were both bad, remember that people are going to concentration camps who weren't going to concentration camps and would not have gone to concentration camps under Kamala Harris. You done goofed. Especially if you lived in a swing state or a red state, you done fucking goofed. Go vote. It matters. Even if both sides suck balls, choose the one that sucks fewer balls or more balls, I guess, if depending on what you're looking for. Vote, just always vote. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Anyway, I love you all. Go vote. Pokemon Go to the polls, and